I don't really target bowfin, they just normally show up. In this clip, for instance, you can see me netting my buddy Isaac Longley's pike. A pretty nonchalant net job if I do say so myself. As I turn, you can see me pause. In that moment, I spotted two bowfin next to the boat. I unhooked the jerkbait I was seconds before hooking on my bait caster and swung the bait out over the surface of the water. A few subtle twitches later, boom.
I'm your host of LTTL Outdoors, Isaac Duramo, and on today's episode, we have some bowfin fishing to show you. As I said at the beginning of this video, I don't really target bowfin, but they're still a really fun fish to catch. So, on with the show. This is Bowfin Bonanza.
In this clip, I was throwing a hollow-bodied frog, and you can see the bowfin track it in the water. A second before the blow-up, you can see a slight ripple and then a wake in the water, heading in the direction of the bait. Then, he pummels it. After a strong fight, I got him to the net. Watch the middle of the screen in these slow motion shots. You can pick out the ripple 5 feet away from the frog before the blow up. And again, watch the lower left corner and you can see him about to ambush my frog. Bowfin are certainly savvy predators. In this clip, I was throwing a wacky rigged Senko. You can see I'm using spinning gear and light line. After a short time in the water, a bowfin inhales the Senko. In the first few seconds of the fight, I couldn't tell how big the fish was. He was running right at me. Soon enough he turned. If you watch closely, you can see him peeling drag. As you can see right there, he surfaced. We couldn't identify him because the sun was in our eyes, but we knew he was big. Isaac got the net ready, and I got him in. Bowfin are made of muscle. They are rough and tough and definitely hard to handle.
Hey guys, this is kind of nice bowfin on a wacky worm, and he fought hard. I'm surprised he stayed on there. Pretty light line, and you know they have pretty sharp teeth. Very prehistoric looking fish. You can see, but nice fish nonetheless.
Here you can see this guy's teeth. Bowfin, besides their sharp teeth, basically have grinding plates, similar to sandpaper, to rip apart their food. You can see that bowfin also have a unique swimming motion. Whenever I'm fishing near lots of vegetation, I tend to see bowfin waiting to ambush their prey. Their dorsal fin undulates in the water when they swim and when they are holding in place, so they basically look like a ribbon in the water. They're well camouflaged, so normally when I see them, all I see is the motion of the dorsal fin before the rest of their body comes into focus. It's always a bit eerie seeing that ribbon-like fin cut through the water, because you know that there's an intense predator on the prowl. This fish also came on a hollow-bodied frog. He was nipping at the rubber legs of the frog before he committed to the bait. When I actually hooked this fish, it was the third time he had swiped at it. Longley caught this final fish. He was fishing a Senko at the time. As you can see, he was using spinning gear and a light setup. You have to be careful when you are fighting these fish on light line, especially around vegetation, where they can wrap you up, or fray it in general. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up below. Comment below with a video you'd like to see me make in the future. Make sure to stay tuned to LTTL Outdoors by liking us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/LTTL Outdoors. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at LTTL Outdoors. Also, to see future episodes of LTTL Outdoors, subscribe below. Thanks again, and until next time, long tines and tight lines.